Well, it's Monday and we keep on moving. Hope you had a good Mother's Day. It's the 12th of May. Cheers. I had a funny day yesterday emotionally. I do stay in the moment quite a bit. I'm not real sentimental regarding most holidays. But yesterday was a feeling day. It was a day of feelings. Thinking about mom, remembering both parents, grandparents, family was on my mind a lot yesterday. But interestingly enough, out in California, um, due to circumstances, my oldest nephew, Kareem, moved back in with his mom yesterday. And it's temporary, but all that happening on Mother's Day just had me thinking all kinds of memories and stuff and feeling nostalgic and kind of feeling alone, to be honest with you, when it comes with regards to family. I have cousins here, but no siblings. My parents been gone since the 80s. I don't often have feelings like that, but I was feeling that yesterday, knowing that a segment of my family were going to be coming together for a while. And I don't know, that was comforting to me. Um, but I'm glad I stayed in Omaha. I don't like California, or I don't like the idea that, I need to move to California to make my life happen. So, along with that, played a little bit of music. Spent time outside yesterday with my cousin. I guess I was feeling that need. So yesterday, when I saw that my cousin Ray was outside working on his garden, I went outside to sit with him, and it was a comfort. It was really nice to be with a family member, and played a little bit of music. Did something I'll do is I'll in order to watch the TV, I will think about labels and the history of their videos because MTV is gone. And what I'll do is I'll look up, like, yes. So for example, yesterday I come across a channel called Archive where a lot of stuff from the 80s is archived, like Love and Rockets and stuff like that. Watched a bunch of that stuff. Really enjoyed it. I did play some music. I'll show it in a second, but as while the thought is still there, and I'm remembering something else to share. I'm glad I'm doing this. But as I was watching videos yesterday, I was realizing how much more I like Love and Rockets than Bauhaus. And interesting that Peter Murphy, as the leader of Bauhaus, you know, thought of himself as the commanding presence. But all the members of Bauhaus were interesting people and visually very interesting to look at. But their songs are good pop songs. So before I show what I played yesterday, I need to do this because I keep forgetting to mention that I have a new track available on a compilation. It's only it's digital only, and that's why I keep forgetting to mention it. Okay, so the Golden Gonk is a and Corn on the Cob Music and Shack and the Barley Productions is out of England, Blackpool, UK, and I think the main person behind the label or the organization is a fellow person. I don't know if it's a guy, a person named Jamie. They've sent me stuff in the past. I have several Golden Gonk compilations that are on CD, and then this is the second time I'm involved with their label. I'm on another compilation. I forget the name of it, but this is a new compilation. Exquisite Tones for Oozing Ears. It's a noise and And how are they describing it? Experimental and noise compilation. It's really quite it's massive, but it, I'll leave the link. Um, it's like almost I think it's like over 3 hours long. A lot of material. Um, I've listened to about an hour of it, and I'm happy to be involved because it's totally independent, seemingly off the radar. It's like truly underground. But the quality of some of the music on these comps is really high, and so I'm in good company. There are no names right off the top of my that I can say. Well, so and so's on here besides me. That's besides the point. I think it's a lot of this stuff is really quite good, and I couldn't remember what the piece was that I sent them. It's a kind of an ambient piece. So I'll leave the link, but there's you can download it for free. And it includes a new track by me, yours truly. So I'm just going to keep riffing because I'm kind of jumping all over the place in my thoughts. So I see in the comments that, there are other Julian Cope fans, and I'm not surprised to hear from two people that when they had the chance to meet him, he was a bit off-putting because of his aura. I'd love to meet him. He comes off like a nut, but that's because he is self-assured in his own identity, and he likes what he knows. He likes to share it. I have the Krautrock Sampler book. I was looking for it to show it to you. I have a couple bookshelves, and I didn't come across it quickly. I have the Krautrock Sampler. That's another. It's a good book. I mean, he just babbles on about his love for that music, but it's very informative. I have a lot of those records too. But yesterday, when I mentioned, when I talked about this, I mentioned that I have it on vinyl, and here's a limited edition. Both of these are numbered limited editions. I read once where Island Records dumped him because they were spending bucket loads of money on him per his request and not getting a return on it. That's what I hear. But here's an example. Okay, let me, because this is tasty. It comes in this. There it is, so you can kind of appreciate it. That's taste. To do it like that, to present it like that, numbered, and no, I don't play this. I don't play it. It's a collector's item. It's beautiful, and then the backside there's that labyrinth. Yeah, Julian Cope is way into esoteric knowledge, but not in a stupid way at all. And I put up a couple more. I only have these two. I think there's another one where he put up these records, these picture disc singles in these boxes, and he was calling it the series Cope Co. Now I want to get this together now. Okay, so this one has been closed so long that it's actually, oh, there it is. Okay, it's been so long. Okay, I don't want to mess this stuff up. I really like the way he does music, and I really do think he's a genius. He's come up with some really strong pop melodies, but his musical arrangements. I left the link for the podcast. Okay, finally, if you're still watching. I love he's really good musically. But here's another one of those picture discs. Heed, The Penetration and the City Dweller. Head Remix. Cope Co. 1991. There's a pink one that I don't have, but I also have this one. Peggy's Suicide. I'll just show it like this. Easty Risin', East Easy Rider. Good songs. He's, in my opinion, he's put out several things that could have been massive hits, all the way back to his days in The Teardrop Explodes. Reward is a Teardrop Explodes song that I think really could have been a massive hit. I don't know how well it did at the time. Treason too, and this is a great song too. I had this out to display in the 7-Up group on Facebook. Passionate Friend. I hope you had a good Mother's Day. I hope Monday starts well. I see already some madness in the news about a $400 million jet for you. That's all I'm going to say. So yesterday I listened to this. I played it recently, but listened to it all the way through yesterday. It fit my nostalgia feelings. Anthony Phillips, The Geese and the Ghost. And I have it on vinyl, but I just, played the CD just, I think this is the first iteration on CD of it when it was first released on CD. Love this music. Phil Collins sings beautifully on here. It does sound like you're in this time period, like that picture, like Tudor England or some kind of shit like that. But it's comforting, and I don't know nothing about that except for what I've read historically, but the image just really fits the music. It's beautiful. Anthony Phillips, original guitarist with Genesis. I also listened to this, and this was, again, completely going away from England, but serving the same purpose for me, a feeling of nostalgia, thinking about my family. I played this is Opa from Brazil, and this is 2 of their albums on one CD, Golden Wings and Magic Time. And of the 2 albums, the one that I've had this since it came out. So I'm showing the album, Golden Wings, Opa. This is a wonderful album of Brazilian and fusion, and a lot of synthesizer on here. I like it. I like those colors. These brothers, the Hugo and George Fatoroso, were involved in something else besides this, I think related to Prague. I'm not going to look it up. Hermeto Pascoal is on here. This is a wonderful album. I don't know the language, but I love the sound of Portuguese. It's a beautiful language. Like they say about the French language, French is beautiful too, but I like Portuguese. So this was, and even both albums, the Anthony Phillips, were perfect for yesterday because it's heading into the mid 80s today. Yesterday it got up to 80. It was just about perfect. Sat outside on my front stoop with the front door open and the music wafting out. Fantastic. All kinds of warm feelings I felt yesterday. I love my family. I really do. I really do. And I was close to my mom, but my mom was conflicted. She had a lot of problems with health, and she was overly religious. And I'm saying it with respect. She was overly religious. Her dad, my grandpa, was a Baptist minister, highly respected here in Omaha, but he also traveled around the Midwest preaching as he was good. And like I said, when I wanted to be like him, started to pick up on and read the Bible heavily and help him with his sermons. Love my family. So yeah, I just get to tripping and thinking stuff and feel like I lose my train of thought. But is that part of getting older? I do read to keep my mind, strong. It's when you sit around and watch too much TV and stuff like that where your mind starts to go. But I do notice that I have to, like, what was I thinking? Well, it comes back though. Cheers. Well, I think that's what I have. It seemed like I had one more thing that was popping up, but it's always like that. Always thinking about stuff. Oh, well, I'm not done. One more that I played yesterday while I was in here on the computer. Mouse on Mars Radical Connector. And this listen came about from, as I was saying, trawling for videos to watch from the past, music videos. And I came across a Mouse on Mars video for the song Bib. It's not on here. Really like that video. And so I said, well, I don't remember what this sounds like. So put this on, and there's a playful quality to the way that Andy Toma and is it Jan St. Winner are the main people behind Mouse on Mars. There's a playful quality to the way that they sample and use electronics, and also the way they manipulate the human voice. And the lyrics might mean something, but they strike me as nonsensical. So I just kind of disregard them. But this also got played yesterday and very enjoyable. Mouse on Mars. I'm glad that someone said that thanks to my video, they're now discovering Julian Cope. Y'all should know about Julian Cope, for God's sake. He is so good. So much better than people who are always getting talked about and bought. Way better. I ain't going to say no names and start no shit. Well, I kind of want to, but I'm not going to. He's a cut above. He's extremely intelligent. Yeah, do yourself a favor and listen to Julian Cope. Okay, my thoughts are just kind of like in the morning phase. It's like I'm waking up. That's what I have today, people. Hope you're okay. Let's have a good week.